Greetings all, welcome to The Hardest Word with me, your host, Brett DeHoot.
I had done with you. I don't believe it.
I'm terribly sorry.
Sorry, Graham.
Is there anybody sorry to see the back of 2020? What was one of the most anticipated years I feel ever for anyone who's been alive leading up to 2020. 2020, just because of the name, was probably looking forward or had anticipated at some stage in their life what 2020 would be like. Many of us probably overestimated the futuristic nature of 2020. Many of us would have thought we'd have those famous hover cars and, jet packs. Instead, we've got social media reading our every emotion before we even experience it. But 2020 was held up to be the future, modernity, a lot of solutions to a lot of old problems. That may not have come to pass, of course. And alongside 2016, perhaps, and just about every year of the last 20, this one hasn't been a great one. It's been appalling. And we'll be glad to see the back of it, and we hope for something more in 2021. I'll be back in 2021 with more episodes that Brian and I are going to put together. Some similar to this, some perhaps a little bit different in format, but all based around real people making real apologies from all around the world. So I'm going to play a terrific and spirited apology that we got last year. Enjoy it. It comes from the United States of America, from Texas. Enjoy. Oh, and Happy New Year.
Dear New Year's Eve, I wish to apologize. We're officially done. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's me. I'm just not that into you anymore. I used to be when I was young, gorgeous, and felt like New Year's was a giant global party staged especially for me. I felt an obligation to be at the center of it. But now I'm older, meaner, and fatter. I've come to realize that New Year's Eve shenanigans are for younger, thinner, and dumber members of our society. I was a believer once. I partied under dropping balls in New York, within the dong of Big Ben's ring in London, and of various tropical paradises. I'd plan outfits, logistics, and compare my multiple social options, consider my dates, and load up on my weapons of choice, champagne, cocaine, pills, and whatnot. I wore a goddamn kilt to celebrate in Scotland, where they bang on and on about New Year's like they invented it. They even have a special name for it. Hogmanay. They didn't even invent it, but don't tell them that. That was all in the days when we thought life was going to keep getting bigger and better, not sadder and kind of boring. And too many midnights were spent in the back of a limo, getting to somewhere better, hipper and cooler, always somewhere else. The meaningless platitudes, the cheap novelty headwear, du jour, and the drunken sexual harassment just ain't for me. And as for New Year's resolutions, spare me. I once made my pointless resolutions, usually focused on fidelity, sobriety, career, and the like, but they faded along with my hangover, usually January 4th. What a cliche. Then I joined the brigade that says, my resolution is not to make any New Year's resolutions. Like it's something clever, but that's just another cliche. Ugh. Lose. Thankfully, few people I speak to these days ask me about my resolutions. Or anything much at all, really. Maybe it isn't me. It's you. Like one of our insipid, corrupt politicians. New Year's never delivered on its promise. I mean, how many years can you get fooled like Charlie Brown failing to kick that stupid football that Lucy keeps yanking away? No more. I quit. And I think it's you that owes me the apology. Join the queue. Now, time for my traditional amaretto sour for one and some opera. Happy New Year's to me.
It's time to bring this whole sorry business to a close. On behalf of our audio director, Brian Wallace, and me, your host, Brett DeHoot, thanks for listening. The website, thehardestwordpodcast.com. Farewell.